library. I saw something firsthand that I never thought I would ever see.
I guess this place doesn't get a whole
in such an institution. Somebody actually tried to steal a book. Okay? And you have to understand there was security at the entrance to the library. And they sat there and they ran through the security detectors, and they were like, they ran out the door, ran around the corner, and security actually got off their ass and ran after him and tackled him. Now, the reason I actually saw this was because I was just getting off work. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I expected a lot of things, but I did not expect security to actually full out run and do a dive tackle on somebody trying to steal a book from a college library. They're hardcore.
Yeah.
So just anybody out there, don't steal from your libraries because they will fucking wreck your shit.
I remember when I went to the library one time when I was younger, and there's a terminal. Yeah, I went to the library one time when I was younger, and the scanner that deactivated the chips didn't work. So I actually had it actually went off and said, this person is stealing a book. And it's the worst feeling because you're like...
You feel like a terrible person.
What kind of asshole steals a book?
Well, then again, you kind of get the same feeling. Okay, I don't know if... I'm sure this has happened to many people. Like, my family, we sat there and we went clothes shopping for... I don't know, it was either Christmas or, back to school. And... when you have a lot of people in your family, it's usually split up and, you find what you want and then you have to show it to mom and dad or, whoever you're shopping with. And then they actually pay for it unless you're old enough. But one of my siblings went shopping, and it was for one of these occasions, and they were old enough that they were given, cash outright that they could sit there and buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And they went and they bought I think they bought a jacket. I think it was like a jacket or something like. And they went in and out of like 5 different stores, triggering all of their security. because the original store did not remove the security tag.
Whoops.
So like they went into and out of a store. Nobody stopped them or anything like that,
just look at him and like yeah.
Well, I mean, and usually other people were either coming in or going out at the same time, and they didn't even realize that it kept going off when they were walking in.
Mm-hmm.
So, got down to it, and they had to sit there and bring it back to the original store because each store has a different has a different removal method so that it doesn't explode on your on what you purchased.
Okay, turrets and protectron control. All that work for that.
So yeah, that it's kind of fun. But yeah, back to the whole helmets of the Super Mutants. I just love them because they're so, in some ways, reminiscent of like a padded World War I helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And
first time every time. Except when it isn't.
Except when it isn't. I love it. There's just it's kind of humorous to have it be at such a different time in this world, and that essentially it's essentially pointing to the fact that super mutants are just dumb as fucking shit. Was that a library book?
Overdue book, you're right. So there's actually a thing in here where you can turn in overdue books and get tokens for it that you can use to purchase items.
That's so Archer.
First time every time. Okay.
I'm glad that you sat there and knew exactly what the reference was because I wasn't sure.
I mean, it's not exactly Archer to have the dude.
Why did you pick up a drinking glass?
I don't know. But to have him sitting there and...
Actually, technically, because of the fact that the overdue library book is in the library, shouldn't that not count as overdue?
Yeah, well, it's always got to go through circulation.
That's true, and I should know better because, I've worked in a library and they do... Ooh, bobby pin.
And a fuse. Those have copper in them. But yeah, having an archer character actually hacking is not very on it, but you got to do what you got to do.
Well, yeah, but he usually has a lot of luck, so I figured that translates into hacking as, acumen.
As in, I just typed something in and it worked out for me.
What are you talking about? When Sterling Archer is hard up enough, he'll sit there and drink straight from the bottle.
True.
He's not too proud.
So, okay, we've got...
Plus, it's not like they give you the option of pour whiskey in glass.
Yeah, so
you drink whiskey straight from the bottle, or you drink it not at all.
So
Actually, do you have any alcohol?
Oh, that's a good point. Do I have any alcohol?
You should have some alcohol.
If we're going to do any sniping, we need to have a good drink.
I really can't wait until you do that one, that alcohol-related quest.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you'll be flush. Flush and booze for a while.
So there's a bunch of robots over in this side. And we could have gone in from the side and gotten, essentially overwhelmed. But we can also do this. It's a lot of fire coming right through here. So kind of have to, like I said, pay attention to that whole cover thing. Go out, take a shot.
I think that Archer is always sentimental to the alcohol, and
yeah, there's at least five things out here trying to kill us. So
if I remember correctly, there's at least 2.
Oh, come on.
Well,
there's a couple of Protectrons. Okay, we'll get the Protectrons with Serpentine when they get closer.
Yeah, because they're
focused on Piper right now.
I'm just gonna sit here and say it. If we got another cat, I think we'd have to call it Babu, just because. Because if you get a cat, I hope they let you name it in the game, because you are totally gonna have to call it Babu.
Okay, that's one more down. I don't think anything else is headed our way, so we might just have Protectron up there and some... I'm not sneaking. Yeah.
Well,
oh, there he is. I think he saw me. A Watcher, so that's a higher level one.
Oof.
Yeah, they have a lot of firepower in here.
Damn. Yeah, and I don't know. Is Piper going to get up on her own? At least this isn't... That's one of the downsides of survival mode, is that in order for your companion to get up, you have to waste a stim pack on him.
We say waste because that's a stim pack I could be taking. Oof, this is rough.
It's far more difficult than usual.
Okay, I'm gonna... Oops. Alright, we'll go ahead and use a shot on him, and we will use a shot on him. And we'll crit on the Protectron. And that still did not kill him.
It didn't kill the fucker.
Oof. Oh, it's okay. One more shot to get him. If I can not shoot him between the legs.
Actually, I think you shot him in the, crotch area.
Do robots have junk? That's an important question here.
They really should, because how will I know if I'm talking to a male or a female robot?
Exactly.
I mean, unless it's supposed to have like boobs.
Okay, so there's another turret out here somewhere. I think it's off to the right.
I think you can see it.
Oh, there it is. It's not coming anywhere, Piper.
I don't know. Does it depend on personality? Does personality make the difference for a robot, whether it's gender neutral or gender specific?
Well, that turned out pretty well. So now we just collect all the loot, and the Super Mutants just... Oh, nice. He was carrying a human jaw.
Everybody needs to have something to entertain themselves. Maybe the human jaw moves like a boomerang.
Okay. Ooh, is that an overdue book? No, it's a burnt textbook. All right.
Kind of like that textbook, that algebra textbook that you still have, that I'm like, why do we have this? Well, I don't know. I've never really had a conversation with the robot to find out if it has concept or, sense of its own gender.
I mean, Codsworth is very, seems to feel himself male.
Yeah, he seems to be very, masculine tendency.
I guess it's a question of what does the robot identify as? Oh, the bourbon's worn off. Well, just in time. Biometric scan. Ooh, a teddy bear.
Are you planning to do something with those? I worry when you start picking up random teddy bears.
Hey,
Ooh, did you grab the stuff from the...
off to the right? Or this guy?
Well, that guy, but also the guy off to the right. Ooh, potted meat.
Yeah, let's not eat the potted meat.
Let's not eat that. Ooh. Did you get the... first aid box?
Same diff. Chems, first aid. Guy had a hot plate and a saucepan. And a suitcase.
Actually, isn't there also a suitcase under the... I think there's a suitcase underneath the desk to the right. I mean, it's entirely possible that it's not there anymore, but...
let's see. Eventually I'm going to have to actually start putting some gear together, but...
Ooh, goody, a cooler!
Let's see. Ooh, with some bourbon.
Bourbon?
Sold.
The fuck is Dallin? That is a fair question.
Oh, we got Curator Givens Terman. So, let's see.
I think that Dallin is just like a random raider or the like.
Nah, it looks like he was working with the curator of the library to, I guess protect the place. And they were
so
talking
he was actually
about,
just a mercenary.
Yeah, they looked like they were trying to preserve all the knowledge and collect everything. So, I guess they were here for 3 months.
Yeah, I have to give him props on that.
Now, gathering knowledge for future generations. And, oh, man, for some reason the mutants were just all over this place.
Apparently, the humans were not the only ones wanting that knowledge. Sweet, sweet knowledge. They wanted better helmets.
Okay. And they just had a sleeping bag and everything set up. So let's go in here and... Oh. Yeah, there's Curator Givens. Ooh, and he's got 45 rounds and no pants.
And squirrel on a stick! My
So this guy was
God.
sitting here fighting off super mutants.
He'd just come off the can.
Yeah, sans culottes.
This library rocks, has books and free liquor. I'd go to that library.
Yeah, get some overdue books and a fancy hairbrush. Can barely get a comb through this. So let's see, an empty beer bottle.
Pre-war money.
Yeah, and something very important over there. So we have our next bobblehead.
Intelligence. It almost feels like somebody's been wandering around all the possible places you could go and leaving these bobbleheads there as a calling card for killing everything that they possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
And that really feels kind of awkward.
And we have a storage chest. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine last night about how Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 differ in the way that the looting work, or how you find the loot. And in Fallout 4, it really feels like you end up with a chest at the end of a dungeon area, basically.
Was there a piece of economy glue down at the bottom? Nope, just random.
But yeah,
crap.
you end up with finding a treasure chest at the end of a dungeon area in Fallout 4, where in Fallout 3 they tend to spread the loot around a little bit more. And it just kind of struck me that Fallout 4 and Skyrim have a really similar loot setup, or a similar dungeon setup.
Well, that does make some sense, as they are both, aren't they both Bethesda games, and
About the same time.
Similar things.
And how did I not trigger this walking through here? I wasn't even paying attention.
I
I think things just work out for me.
Yeah, I think that was that luck that we're always talking about Archer having.
Yeah. Okay, so we've successfully cleared the library.
Yay! Now we can come back in fourth. Did you return the books?
I didn't.
Do you realize how much extra weight those are?
Oh well. Yeah, my sneak isn't high enough to avoid triggering floor traps yet, so...
Really, you should have been blown apart, because wasn't it attached to like a bottle cap mine?
Yeah, like 3, Yeah, the 3 grenades.
Oh yeah, it's the 3 grenade norm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that one set up yet, so... Okay, so now we're just going to kind of go on through. We're still heading over to the east, but this was just a fun little detour.
See? I'm not the only person who thinks that you should return the damn books.
I'll stop in here on the way back after we do what we need to do.
This is how we get fines. Do you want fines? This is how we get fines.
I think there's actually a terminal you can find somewhere where it talks about the overdue library fine being like 4 digits or something since it's been 200 years.
Actually, wasn't there a Nuka-Cola machine?
There was.
Turn to your left.
Oh, discovered Trinity Plaza. I've heard that like the bar in Cheers... Yeah, you can find the bar from Cheers in here.
You know, I kind of want to look up the address for that, but then again, I just feel like it's too much work.
Was that... Okay, that's him. So we'll just...
Yeah.
And he's visible now. Well, he's seen me, so...
Also, you were trying to snipe him with the, with the combat rifle.
Those 45 slugs are nice.
You know, I particularly love the quap and the, very grrrg thing.
Oh, different Cheers bar, I think.
Cheers, the old television show back from like the 80s and 90s.
Sweater, vest, and slacks. Who the hell do they think we are?
Apparently they think you're Ted Danson.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say Cyril.
Well, actually, the Cheers television show and bar are actually were all located in Boston, which was the whole lead up to Frasier, which
was in Seattle, I think.
Which, yeah, because he moved to Seattle because, well, wouldn't you to get away from that pile of crazy? Did you check to make sure see if there's any loot in that first floor?
Yeah, there's not much here. So we just kind of killed this random guy.
I feel bad for the guy, really.
Okay, so let's see. We're still moving east.
I have the expectation that things get weird. I mean, heck, they have Nuka-Cola, we have Coca-Cola. Nuka-Cola's located in Boston, and Coca-Cola's,
Let's see. Huber's Comics is somewhere we'll go for a quest later, but I think there's a little note on this guy. A lead about what's in there.
Ooh.
Oh, we can go ahead and take a look at his note.
Yeah. We're just sitting out here. No cover.
Just reading a little note.
Reading a little note. Yeah. Don't pick us off.
I've only got 8 overdue books.
That way.
Half a pound.
Each.
Okay, what's his lead say?
That half a pound is potential, Yao Guai meat, Deathclaw meat, red scorpion meat, or...
any number of things we could be carrying.
An entire weapon. An entire weapon.
So there is almost like an optional super boss in here right around this area.
Which you really don't want to trigger.
We're walking right into Boston Commons. People don't come back from here.
Yeah.
And I can completely cheese him right now, but I don't want to. Because it's chancy.
It's chancy, and you have you have another problem. I don't think that you have enough firepower of the appropriate type.
True. Oh, the Boylston Club. Maybe we'll explore that in a minute.
Dude comes off VD.
Nice. So, ooh, we found the Silver Shroud radio signal, and there's a mutant off in the distance.
Calling all Silver Shroud fans. I got an urgent mission. If you're a true fan, stop by the memory den and to talk to Kent Conley. Silver Shroud needs you.
Nice. Chancy.
The Silver Shroud is worth listening to at some point just because it's just this ridiculous, like...
It's just you or me. Nothing personal.
Real question is where's that raider?
He's right around the corner because we are right next to the combat zone.
Ah. That's where we're heading next, right?
Yep. And there's this freaking super mutant right here.
Wrong weapon, honey.
Yeah, who is just going to sit there and be a pain in my ass if I don't kill him. So,
Blue, we're not alone here.
you don't say.
Really, Piper? Hello, Hoond.
And he was still falling when I killed the dog. They still haven't actually seen me yet, so...
Okay. Cut the shit. Who is that?
He's stuck on, like, an
Your
object.
mother.
I'm not your mother last night.
No, it's your mum.
So
She
there's...
called and said she's not happy.
Boys. There's nothing out there.
So sick.
Okay, there's this raider
Well, it's
scum
not like
dude.
we're not still, seeing phrasing, right?
Yeah, phrasing is not a thing.
It's not a thing right now.
Okay, there's a scum. There's a Torbot. We're not shooting the Torbot.
Don't shoot the tour bot. Poor thing.
Oh, there he is.
Carl.
Reloading.
See, this is why higher magazines
Are so nice,
are
yeah.
so important.
So this dude's just like squeezed in this little corner and shoot him in the leg. And there's somebody coming over from
Did
our
you
right.
pull his leg clean off?
Okay, he's gonna stick himself. And we'll just go ahead and do a torso shot with you. Because
Down.
sometimes, where did he go? Is he going down? Yep, he's coming down the stairs. Get him, Piper. All right.
Yay! Stim pack.
There we go. That just made this all worthwhile.
Short hunting rifle.
That's kind of what you use as a base for a sniper rifle.
I-
And go ahead and just...
Compensated 10mm handgun.
You might say he was compensating for something.
I think you would say he's compensating for a lot.
Being dead, for example. So we're going to go ahead and storm
So
this
apparently
raider
you
bar.
can only get to this bar if you're a raider. How
Yep.
do you prove that you're a raider? Do you have to wear the raider's sack and suspenders?
Oh, of course. It's like their unofficial uniform.
So if you have psycho in your name, do you have to be high?
All the time. Okay.
Well, shit.
So naturally, we're not going to just kind of introduce ourselves and be friendly
Hey
here.
guys, let's go watch the game together. I don't know why I'm speaking with. I'm not even sure what accent that is.
Okay, we've got to do a terminal here, so this isn't it.
Beyond me.
Oh. Whoops.
Great.
So I think we'll just go ahead and move on to the main event after we go ahead and do this before we come back here. So let's see. We have a whole bar full of raiders. I think this calls for a drink. So we'll go with some of the... Well, first we'll have a snack. And then we'll go ahead and go with some of the Borbrov Brothers' best moonshine.
Ooh, that stuff will make you go blind.
If you're lucky. Increase charisma, strength, and maximum HP.
Good news. I'm lucky.
So, let's see. We got this dude just sitting here watching the event. There's this person up here. We'll go ahead and... You. Yep, that one's out friendly-ish.
You're a regular artist.
You're damn right I am.
So it is worth the questioning here of why in this area you've got somebody with a Irish accent.
I've always wondered it. That I mean, it's been over 200 years since anybody has gotten.
This is entirely the wrong weapon.
Here's trouble.
And make it double. Sorry.
No team rocketing here.
Why not? Are you saying you're too good for Team Rocket?
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we got this
I apologize.
jackass sitting here.
Racially, socially segregated vault opened up a generation or two back. Yeah, but you would still think that even after a generation or two, there's enough, like, first of all, it's been 200 years, and there's no syntax or vocabulary change. Which is just, I mean, realistically unheard of. I mean, and unless...
No, I am out of AP. I do not have enough AP to shoot this guy.
And if Cait would have had to have been in a completely Irish
Vault, yeah.
vault in order for her to have an Irish accent. That...
Oh, shit.
Shit.
And now I'm on fucking fire.
Somebody has a Molotov cocktail.
You jerk.
You dick.
And now he's dead. Okay.
We don't want any trouble.
Ha ha!
Or at least.
Oh, just peek your head up, you damn coward.
The heck with that. I'm too pretty to go out like this.
Right. But yeah, I mean, she would have had to have been raised in essentially a closed environment where the only
Bash on my theater some more.
lingual tendency was this Irish accent. And even if it was a couple generations, I mean,
Nice.
actually usually within one generation of moving to a new country, you're likely to, you know, take on some of the lingual attributes.
Yes, I'm done
Of
killing
accents.
everybody. Now I'm just looting all your shit.
Ooh, surgical trays.
Promise you don't mean no harm.
That's right, we don't mean no harm. I'm gonna sit there and totally just mess this place up.
You finished tearing the place up now?
Not yet. I'll let you know when I'm done, though.
Look, whoever's out there, I'm rooting for you the whole time.
Aw, that's sweet of you.
You finished tearing
But
the
if I
place
wanted
up
something
now?
like that, I'd be talking to your mother, who's probably dead.
You
Yeah.
all done killing each other?
You know, he's just not going to shut up until I deal with this.
What
But-
was that in the pumpkin?
Whoever's out there, we will
No,
root
some
for you the whole time.
medics, I think.
I was hoping that it was beer.
You finished tearing the place up now?
A fan?
So you wanna talk this out like civilized folk? Or you just gonna smash on my theater?
Maybe. We'll see.
What, you mean you put down your gun, or you put down your rock, and I put down my sword, and we kill each other like civilized people?
I put down my rock and you put down your sword and we try to kill each other like civilized people?
Yep.
So you put down your knife and I put down my gun?
Something like that.
Well.
That could have went better.
Oh, yes. You're so running low on bobby pins.
Talk this out like civilized folk? Or are you just gonna bash on my theater some more?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bash up your theater a bit more. Ooh, are those
Why don't you come over here?
Empty bottles.
Empty bottles. You motherfuckers drinking my booze.
Shotgun
Come
shell.
over here. Show us you don't mean no
Ooh,
harm.
what's the corpse in the...
That guy up front?
The guy in the middle of those tables.
Hey,
Yep, the one whose head I shot off.
And was there something on the...
Look, whoever's out there,
Oh, that's a bottle.
for you the whole time.
That's no good to me.
Cigarettes, water.
Why don't you come over here? Show us you don't mean no
Okay,
harm.
I'm not sure what film they're talking about.
The Princess Bride.
Hey, you all done
You've
killing
got to be
each other?
shitting me. You haven't finished the Princess Bride.
So you wanna talk
Really?
this out,
You know, I think-
civilized folk? Or are you just gonna bash on my theater some more?
I think it's one of those movies where there's like a favorite part that everybody has, or like a favorite section.
Whoever's out
No. It's called all of it.
there,
It's fucking all of it.
I just remember that for the longest time, most of what I'd seen was the very beginning,
you finished tearing
or like the first parts up to the point where
I'm married to a Philistine.
where Humperdinck shows up.
You finished tearing the place up now?
Humperdinck. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the whole thing with Magic Max
Oh yeah, that is a famous.
is beautiful, and I mean, come on, really? How could you not love Miracle Max?
Yeah,
That's what it is, not Magic Max. It was Miracle Max.
it's kind of like Full Metal Jacket. Most people have only seen the first half of that movie.
I'm sorry, that one clip is the only part of that movie I've ever seen.
Of course you are.
Okay, I'm gonna go make a drink.
That sounds like a good plan.
Strung out and sloppy is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't gotta worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
Mm-hmm.
Out of business? What do you mean?
Not the entrepreneurial sort, are ya? Keeping those idiots entertained was what kept us in caps. Now just what the hell are we supposed to do?
To hell with them. More'll come. Just need a quick breather and I'll be ready to go.
Oh, breathe.
Yes, this was a fighting place,
Slam
right?
more of that junk into your arm now. Now, you know what? I think this was a blessing in disguise. You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Cait's work?
I've seen better.
Ha! Like hell you have.
And while she's still armed and within closing distance, you are a brave one, aren't you? So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. No audience means I got no caps coming in. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability.
That is a pretty sweet suit.
And to yourself. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? She goes with you, watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back in order. What do you say?
Me. And him.
Why would you want her to go with me?
Yeah, Tommy. Just why the hell you trying to get rid of me?
Look, truth is, all that junk, it's been making you careless. And I don't want to be the one doing color commentary when you finally hit the floor. All right? So just do me this favor. Both of you. Please.
Yeah, sure.
I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
Okay, so now Cait is available to be our companion. we're going with. It's gonna stick with Piper for the minute, but yeah, we can pick her up later if that's the way the vote goes. She's kind of a fun one. I don't know. Does she just hang around here? Yeah, I'll go ahead and we'll do it this way.
So, you ready to head out?
Ready.
About time I got out of this place. Let's go.
So, no one's managed to put you in the ground yet, Cait?
Not
These two
yet.
have a
No, it
history,
isn't for lack of trying.
so I kind of wonder what the story is behind that. So we'll just go ahead and tell Piper that she's going to Sanctuary Hills, but then we talk to
Hey,
Piper,
Heading my way?
and there we go.
Will do. You
That
two
lets
have
us-
fun together, Piper.
Too bad we can't make it a threesome.
Never gonna
Let's
happen,
talk
Cait.
about that. Piper and Cait making it a threesome. That's right up the Archer alley.
Are you two twins? 'Cause
Let me know if you
Okay.
bring some spare ammo.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and save right now because that's kind of taking us through there. And